everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Kmart Studio Selfie light stand. That is, in other words, a ring light that is super cheap and affordable and great for beginners. This is new to the Kmart range. It's only 19 Australian dollars and it's already selling out super fast. I think it's going to be a big hit with small YouTubers. So looking at the box it comes in, it does have a little information on there that I will read to you. Fully extends to 71 centimeters, that's the tripod. Includes smartphone mount, 3 light modes with adjustable brightness and level adjuster. So let's take a little look at the ring light itself. I currently have it just off to my right, so I'm going to turn it off and bring it in for a little look. So starting out with the tripod of the ring light, the legs extend fine. The only problem is if you extend them all the way, sometimes the clasps, particularly the bottom one, won't shut. So you just have to push it back in a little and it'll eventually get there. So at full extension, it's definitely not tall enough just to be placed on the ground. You're going to need a desk or a chair or something of the sorts to prop it up on, but that's the same with most ring lights. The tripod actually has a leveler inbuilt into it, which I'll zoom you in on and focus, hopefully. Dear Lord, I think that's focused, hopefully. As you can see, this just helps you make sure everything is level because you can put a camera on the top. So if you're doing that, you want to make sure everything's level or your video is going to be crooked, kind of like maybe like this. So the leveler just helps make sure that you're straight on horizontal. So straight out of the box, this is what the ring looks like. So you can see on the top there is an attachment. Most ring lights have the attachment here. Having it up here seems a little weird to me, but for the price you really can't complain. This is the attachment that props on there. It's quite simple. It's just a flat square that slides in, and then you just twist this to lock it in place. On the top here is a universal screw for cameras. So if you were filming on a camera rather than a smartphone, I'll show you. Most cameras have this inbuilt into them, from your basic point and shoot to my DSLR. It's universal. As you can see, there's a hole in the bottom of the camera and the camera would just screw on nicely and you can go and film. If you're filming on a smartphone, the ring light comes with a smartphone stand that has the universal screw. You screw on and this side extends so it'll hold on to any size smartphone. The ring light is USB powered, so I have it plugged in to my gaming PC which sits next to me. But if you don't have anything near you that has a USB, or you don't have maybe a wall socket that you could plug it into, I recommend getting a portable charger which will make this portable to wherever. You could take it outside wherever you go because it's just a USB power. So the control of the lighting is via this little remote here. This is pretty much the same as any other ring light I've seen online. Maybe if I shove my face out of it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that was a weird voice. So you've got your on switch, less brightness, changing from warm to cool or like a mid-tone, and more brightness. Really simple, works well. So now let's get on to the fun part, and probably the part you've all been waiting for. I'm going to turn the ring light on. I'm going to have it facing the camera now, and then after this I will put it behind the camera and show you how the different light settings look on me. So on, this is the warmest setting. Flick through, those are your 3 tones, and there are 9 brightness settings. Go all the way down and all the way back up. Alright, so I'm going to prop this behind the camera and we're going to look at the difference on my face. So I've propped the ring light up right here. The camera is pointing through. Normally I have it off to one side because I find the ring light quite bright, and when I'm doing makeup, having to look straight at it and then try and look in a mirror and you get those spots on your eyes. So I normally have it off to the side because I do have 3 soft boxes behind it. So just be aware of that too. I will do a test after this where I just use the ring light itself, but at the moment I do have 3 soft boxes behind the camera. So it is on at the moment. I'll turn it off. You can see it does make quite a difference. This is on the highest brightness setting. There we go. So I'll flick through, warm, like a mid, and back to cool. All the way down on the brightness, and off and on the lowest setting doesn't really do much, but from the mid kind of brightness setting and up makes a huge difference. So I'm going to go turn my 3 softboxes off and we're going to film just purely from the ring light. Alright, so now I'm back. I have no lights on. The only light is a little bit of natural light, not too much, and I have a monitor in front of me that you can kind of see is giving me a bit of a blue effect. Just want to make sure I'm in focus, and I'll turn this bad boy on. Alright, so I'm going to turn it on, and I am extremely overexposed. I still have, I'm just looking in the viewfinder here, quite a few shadows on my face, but I'd say it's definitely better than no light at all. We'll flick through. This is the cool tone, I think, and this is the warmth, which is making me quite orange. And yes, this is the mid one, so this is probably my go-to one. If you don't have any other lighting, this is kind of in between. It won't make you look too cool, it won't make you look too warm. If you have other lighting setups, you can kind of play around more with the really cool and the really warm because it won't change your skin tone as much. It almost looks like I have maybe a torch on my face, I think, but if you were starting out with nothing, this is probably great. I don't have any of like the ceiling lights on in my room at the moment. This is just purely the ring light, so it's pretty impressive. I'll do the brightness settings again, and this is all the way down and all the way back up. So looking in my little viewfinder, it's hard to tell, but I do think I'm a little overexposed. That is something you could play around with your camera settings if you have a camera that you can play with the video settings. If you're filming on a smartphone, you can't play with video settings as much, but they tend to compensate a little better. So I'm gonna go check on my overhead ceiling lights and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I'm back and I've put my ceiling lights on. There are quite a lot of bright ceiling lights in this room. I feel like just the ring light is making me look a little shiny, and I just did my makeup and I set it so I shouldn't be that shiny. I'll just find my powder brush and we'll see if it is my makeup or the ring light making me look so shiny. Okay, so it does look a little better now that I've kind of reapplied a bit of powder, but I still feel overall my face is looking a lot more shiny than when I had my 3 soft boxes on. Flicking through the brightness and tones, this I think looks pretty bad. I think under my eyes look a lot darker than they actually are. I'm getting a strange kind of shadow over here on my nose, and the blue one is not much better. This is on full brightness, by the way. So overall, I'm just gonna go turn my softboxes back on because I'm not loving it. Alright, so now that I've got my babies back on and the weird shadows on my face have gone away, thank God, I'll turn the ring light back on and we will get into a bit of a conclusion. Overall, I still really enjoy this ring light, and it is definitely going to be part of my new setup, but I wouldn't use it on its own. I much prefer it when I have all my other lights on as well. If you were just looking for something that you could buy one thing and be good to go, I'd still recommend this ring light, but do it in natural lighting as well, so you do get less shadows on your face rather than just having the one light pointing straight here where you can get some more shadows. Maybe a bit of natural light will help counteract that and you'll still get the nice softness from the ring light. If you film in a darker room, it may not be the thing for you unless you're going to buy some other lighting as well. For the price though, I think it's really amazing. The cheapest I could find a similar item on eBay was 25 Australian dollars, so it's super affordable for a ring light. It's the cheapest I could find anywhere on the internet. The position of the camera stand is a little weird on it, but that doesn't affect me because I tend to put my camera on its own separate stand, and I like having this a bit off to the side because it is a little blinding. If you were just taking, say, some pictures for Instagram though, this would be a really nice addition to your photos, especially if you could use some natural lighting to help get rid of any harsh shadows that the ring light might create. Maybe a really good option would be to buy 2 of these and have one on each side, that way you're not creating as many shadows. That's kind of how I have my softboxes set up, on one on each side. I'd still highly recommend this ring light. I think it's just amazing for the price. It's definitely going to be part of my setup. And if you're new to YouTube, or even just taking Instagram photos, or you just want some really nice selfies, I'd give it a go. For $19, you really can't go wrong with this ring light. And it does give you that kind of effect in your eye that I know a lot of people, like some people edit the ring light effect into their eyes. So if you're looking for that, I do have those rings in my eyes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it wasn't too boring being like a review. It is kind of my first YouTube video on this channel, but I enjoyed filming it, and I'm looking forward to kind of making some more content, more fun content, more spontaneous stuff. So please subscribe if you're interested in any more beauty reviews or tutorials, challenges, those sort of things. And let me know what you think of the ring light if you have purchased it. I'd be really interested to know what other people think of this ring light. So that is all for this video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. I'm not really sure. I don't really film a lot of videos, so my perception of time is a little funny. But I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.